All right, welcome to your Sunday workout. So we have a fun little movement for you today, something new and exciting. We're gonna do some knee jumps. We know that not a lot of you have access to a box at home or something in which we're using for a box jump. So we're gonna try to do a new movement so we get some explosive hip movement going, and then we're gonna need a dumbbell. So first movement, knee jumps. I'll show you how to do this appropriately and then how to scale. But we're gonna start with our laces on the ground. You're gonna load just like you would for a box jump, which means you're gonna drive that hip back, load, hands are on the back, and we're gonna swing and catch on our feet, stand all the way up, reset on our knees, drive back, and open. Now, if we can't quite do that, perfectly fine, two scaling options. Number one is now I put my toes on the ground, which can help me push through this motion. Everything else stays the same. I drive back and use my toes to help me get to my feet. If none of that is happening for you today, then I would love for you to do some broad jumps just to make sure we're opening that hip. Okay? Next movement, dumbbell front squats, 8 to 10 reps, which means you're gonna do either 4 or 5 on one side. Get that elbow up, that way we have to brace on the front end, all the way down, back up, switching sides after 4 to 5 reps. As soon as you know that, we're gonna do 8 dumbbell split jerks. So, 4 on one side, 4 on the other. If you really don't want to alternate, you don't have to, but setting up here, chest stays up, we're gonna dip, drive, boom, get under, front foot, back foot, bring it back down, dip, boom, front foot, back foot. And lastly, we're gonna do a 60-second run. So 30 seconds out, 30 seconds back. For your distance, if you don't have a marker or anything. If you don't have any of that, ski jumps, jumping jacks, something for 60 seconds. All right, today's strength portion, we're gonna do an 8-minute EMOM. You're gonna do 4 single arm, and this is a complex. We're gonna do a power clean, a full or squat clean, and then a split jerk. Now we're gonna do that twice on one side, then we're gonna switch sides, do it twice on the other, every minute on the minute for 8 minutes. So, going over this complex, our big emphasis for this complex is going to be treating it much like we would a barbell. So we're not just going to muscle clean the first one. So if it says power clean, I want you to set up for it, and I don't want you to just curl. What I want is aggressive opening and closing of the hip. So as you set up for your first one, open, get under, stand all the way up, reset on the ground, boom, extend, get under, stand it up, and then split jerk. That being 1 rep. So you're gonna do that twice on each side. But again, emphasis on opening and closing the hip. That way we are working the mechanics of our Olympic lifts while away from the barbell. All right, cool.
Hey gang, for today's workout we have a 12-minute AMRAP. So for the AMRAP, we're gonna start with 14 dumbbell front rack lunges. We're gonna do 7 on each side. So I'm gonna rack that dumbbell in the front rack, and I'm going to, you can reverse or forward, I like reverse lunges. We're gonna go 7 reps, kissing that back knee to the ground, keeping that torso nice and upright, driving off that back foot. After I've done 7, I'm gonna switch arms and continue until I get to 14. So the emphasis here is on your glutes. Our next movement is gonna be bench dips. If you have a chair, you can use a chair. First scale would be bending my knees, going down to 90 and coming up. Second would be straightening my legs. Third would be lifting one foot, lifting the other foot. So choose something that feels challenging. If you don't have a bench, a chair, you have nothing, you can take your implement and we can do tricep extensions, keeping your elbow in tight, same number of reps. The next movement we have, box jumps. If you have an item that is over, I would say like 15 inches, great. Use that, jump up, step down. If not, we can do the knee jumps from the warm-up that Chris showed you, or we can do a broad jump, okay? So emphasis just on, again, opening the hips, being explosive, and jumping. Our last movement is 8 strict handstand push-ups. If you have a wall, do it on the wall. If not, chair. So we'll put our feet on here, walk our hands in, go down, tap, and push our head through. And that's your workout.